Welcome to the NPTEL course on wheeled mobile robot. So this particular course, me and Professor Ashokan is teaching. So me, Shantakumar Mogan from IIT Palakkad, and as I already mentioned, the course is jointly, you can say, handled with Professor Ashokan from IIT Madras. So this particular course planned in such a way that if you end up this course, where you can start from the concept to prototype. This is what the overall idea. So let us see what exactly on this particular course. You know, robotics is very much fascinating in the current perspective. So the robotics is actually like very vast, and the classification also like very broad. So we'll see what are we going to learn from this course. If you look at it, the name itself, says that mobile robot. So definitely we would not be talking about the fixed manipulator, right? So in the sense mobile robot, there are several form of mobile robot. It can be aerial, underwater, or special, or wheeled, or land based robot. So in the sense we are not going to cover even aerial, underwater, and special purpose mobile robot. So then what we can see, like we are focusing on the land base. In the land base there is a other kind of locomotion, which is what we call legged robot. This is also we are not going to cover. Then what are we going to cover in this particular course? So obviously one can see it is, the name itself says that it is wheeled mobile robot. Why it is so? You can actually like easily see that the nature although gave a very broad locomotion, but the wheeled locomotion is actually like a very simple, easy to understand. Furthermore, you see like in the current, you can say, environment and as well as the working scenario, all are engineered surfaces. In the sense the ground is actually like properly engineered. In the sense you can see, you go in a domestic to industrial application, the wheeled mobile robot definitely taking a lead into the part. So in that sense, obviously the point which we are putting forward is wheeled mobile robot would definitely lead into a very bigger aspect. Now if we talk about wheeled mobile robot, then you can see that there are several form of wheeled configurations. For example, you take 4 independent wheel rotations, or you can say magnum wheel based mobile based, or you call car like mobile robot, or you can say skid steering, or you can say omni wheel and differential wheel, all those things. So now one can see like these all would be put it in a real time. Then you think about the end. For example, I assume that the payload as a manipulator. So now you can see that there are several configuration and there are several other challenges will come into a design aspect. Then you can see like there are several questions. In that there are 3 major questions I am putting. How to select a particular wheel configuration. Then even you select the particular wheel configuration, how to select a proper wheel or base, or you can say the actuator. Then you can see like your intention is to maneuver this robot for particular task, right? Then how to control and maneuver in a given workspace. So these are the questions which are coming into our mind very easily. So now we are trying to attempt these questions by putting the course content in a very proper way, so that we can actually like able to answer all these questions which we are raised. So in the sense the course content, if you look at it, so we will be introducing the mobile robot, but what we are actually like introducing along with the locomotion system, then we are defining what are the types of mobile robot, then we are actually like going across with that maneuverability, then we are coming back to the mathematical modeling where kinematics and dynamics of the wheeled mobile robot will come. This would definitely help for designing and as well as control purpose, but the controller without the sensor it won't help. So obviously the sensor part will come. Then the sensors will give a perception, but you need to navigate and you have to move, right? So obviously the robot navigation and motion or path planning would come into a picture in the course, and then finally we ended with motion control. This is what the overall mobile robot content, but you know like the current scenario keep on popping up, so we would be talking about modern mobile robot in broad way. Then you can look at it, there are 3 lines which is actually like given in a black color, which is nothing but these portion would be covered by Professor Ashokan. That is what the intention. So now if you look at the books, there are 5 books which are given. In that the first 2 books would be very much close to this particular course, where the course content which we are covering would be directly, or you can say some notation would be getting changed. However, the remaining 3 books would be for the further references. Okay. So now we will actually like see at end of this course definitely. So what you have learned from this, you would be able to understand, right? So in the sense I put that point, so you would be able to understand various algorithmic approaches and mathematical model, or you call computational aspect, you would be able to understand. And similarly you can easily identify or select what sensor you want for particular, you can say, application. Similarly, you can actually like see that you can easily implement or investigate any different you can say motion control algorithm or navigation algorithm for a mobile robot. Further, what you can see, you can analyze and design you can say a very good mobile robotic system at the end of the course. So with that, what I can say, you can actually like take forward. So if you have any questions, you can definitely come back to me by writing an email. Other than that, what I can say that happy learning, that is what we are actually like trying to say. Thank you.